Now that the tiny house series is done, season 1 has been finished, before we get on with the next series of the projects that we have already pre-filmed, let's get on and do some work that our house desperately needs and something that we have put behind for way too long. Pretty much since we moved in and put those windows, we have never addressed the problem that we have left behind, which is exposed foam and exposed bricks. This is going to be the 6th winter and we still have them exposed. And in this video, it's finally the time where we are going to tackle it on, and this time properly. We are actually going to insulate it and make it beautiful with wood instead of doing a cement layer in front. So yeah, let's first go to store, get the foam, get the wood, and then transform these windows into beautiful, warmer windows for the season. That is really last minute. Wow. And don't tell me that on top of the daylight that we're fearing, we're also fearing that it's gonna rain. So, as you saw, we got the wood really last minute, and we also got the foam. Plus, I also got this little cute cactus. I was actually not a big fan of cactuses, but it fits perfectly in my little family, cactus family, and I really love the little flowers. It looks kind of like a Christmas tree. And since it's kind of raining outside, it's a perfect time to talk about our today's sponsor, which is Craftsy. Craftsy is an online community where millions of crafters, makers, and DIY enthusiasts find creative inspiration, advance their skills, and learn new ones along the way. Craftsy offers more than 2,000 exciting classes in over 20 popular categories like crocheting, knitting, painting, cake decorating, baking, and woodworking, and a lot more. Holidays are just around the corner, and what better gift to give to someone than something handmade, such as hand-knitted, hand-painted. They also have painting lessons, so you can learn something from scratch or advance your skills. Or if you also want to impress your friends at a dinner, learn a new recipe, or impress them with a decorated cake that you learned in Craftsy, you can either learn new skills or advance the skills you have. Plus, in case you already know knitting and crocheting, you can also find some new ideas and patterns, so you can download the pattern and go ahead. But what I really like about Craftsy is that they have split up lessons, really easy to follow step by step. So in case you get stuck at some part, you can always skip back. And that's a good part, that they're split up, so you don't have a huge video to skip back and forth. So they're really nicely split in sections, so you can just rewatch the part that you really need. And now to the exciting part. Make sure to check the link down below, because Craftsy has a great offer. You can get a full year premium membership for just $149. So make sure to check that link down below, and that is only for new members. So in case you haven't heard about Craftsy and you want to get in it, make sure to check the link down below. It is a great offer since you only pay $149 for a whole year. So in case you don't have time now, and you know, January and February are coming where I at least have a lot of time, not so many projects, and I definitely need some new creativity, and that is where I'm gonna be using it. So make sure to check the link down below. And yeah, let's wait kind of for the rain to stop, and hopefully we can get on with the project outside.
So we went shopping, we got foam boards, and we got the wood planks that we're going to use for surrounding. So we have very little insulation, of course, but it is quite good. This is not that little, and it definitely helps, as in nothing at this point. It has absolutely nothing. So let's foam these on, and then we're going to cut flush with the wall. I think that's going to go the fastest instead of trying to pre-cut all the sizes. So yeah, let's get started, foam it on, and then we're going to attach the wood boards. Hopefully this is quite easy, because we are quite short on time in daylight and weather and everything. Let's get started. It's not like a bad brickwork we did here for our first brickwork, but it's not what I would call like perfect either. So this was here our first ever brickwork, so don't judge that it's too bad, but it's not the best work.
I think you put in too much foam.
Maybe, yeah, it's kind of falling down way too easily.
Yeah, it did look good.
I don't think we need it everywhere anyway.
I think with cement, we would be messing around way longer and more frustrating.
Okay.
Let's see.
Doesn't look like the best work, maybe? Hold this.
Ooh. Squish, squish.
Just tell me if I'm going away from the wall.
No, you're doing good. And of course the first window we ever installed is not straight.
We did not use a level.
Yeah, we were like, do we need it leveled? Oh, look at us, 6 years later, kinda needed it level.
Yeah.
That is looking so much better and finished.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Even raw wood. Put it in first.
Wow. Why is this one finishing it so much?
Yeah.
Just like a piece of wood on top, like a plank, makes it such a big difference. Like before, after. Wow. What do you think?
Yeah, that looks cool.
As you can see, we have finished one of the windows, and wow, the difference for some really basic wood and some foam here and there. I think it turned out really nice, and yeah, we should definitely have done that much earlier, but I think our knowledge now with the years, of course, is advancing, so we kind of know how to work better with things and quicker. Not sure if this is the best way or the most proper way, but it will definitely be better than what it was before. So look-wise and heat-wise, this is gonna really help and improve. So let's now move on and do the same thing to this window and turn it as beautiful as that one. Whoa, that looks gorgeous. Why would they even put that there?
Look at what it's been doing.
Look at the rot it has been building up. What?
Not the rot, but like all these leaves and stuff been falling here, right? And literally sitting wet. Look at this, it's all wet. It's more sticking on me than cutting. Why am I using my knife for this?
How smart do you feel from 1 to 10 for putting a new knife? Both windows are done, and I think it is a huge improvement alone on the look as well. We kind of left this wall of the house unfinished, I guess also because no one sees it, because it's on the back of the property where no one really walks. So yeah, let's now do a final touch, which is, where is it? Staining it. So we are going to be staining it dark brown. We also have the other option to go with a more orangey color like we did the tiny house, but David said that this one is going to look the best. I was actually saying to paint them the other color since the frames are dark, but David said it's all going to match nicely with the dark color. So let's open it up while it's still warm and stain them and give them a finishing look. Evie, you're gonna get dusty. As you can see, we are done painting them, and I think it definitely added a lot more to it. Painting them all nice and dark, they kind of stand out to that wall. Obviously we did not do the most proper work. We didn't sandpaper the wood, stain it from all the sides, but we are limited in time and weather. So yeah, I think for a one-day quick fix-up project, it definitely turned out much nicer than expected, and definitely much better than doing the cement. Also, it would be a lot of messing around, not as good insulating, plus it would not look that nice. So let us know what you think if you enjoyed this video, and thanks again Craftsy for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check the link down below, and let us know also in the comments if you're excited for the upcoming projects. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, and we're gonna see you in the next one. Beautiful.